spring, there are some things to consider before you go, and Alessandra Navidad, CEO of Arizona Animal Welfare League, is here to tell us what we need to pack in our dog's adventure kit. Good morning.
Morning, Teresa.
By the way, we should say Dexter's been kind enough to join us, and you brought a TREAT.
I did.
I don't know if he knows. Does he speak? Does he know that word?
He's very treat motivated.
Okay.
He doesn't know the word yet, though.
Oh, Dex. Now, if you're taking your dog, like Dexter, on an adventure, they should have like a go bag.
Absolutely, yes, yes. You need to have a kit with all the emergency essentials: a collapsible bowl, just an emergency kit in case they step on something. You want to make sure they're, some people bring cooling pads, and you know your route as well. Know your dog and know your route. So that's
smart. Okay, so cooling pads in case their paws get overheated.
In case their paws get overheated, you can bring bandanas. You can put water on the bandanas to help cool them down as well.
Oh, I thought that was just for style. When they wear it around their neck, that's cooling as well?
It works for humans and it works for dogs as well, yes.
So smart. Collapsible bowl, of course.
Collapsible bowl, yeah. You can bring extra food as well, but an emergency kit as well. So just
like first aid.
Just a first aid kit. Yes, exactly, a first aid kit.
What else should you consider? We were talking earlier during the commercial, and unfortunately, my dad took my aunt's dog Lady on a hike that Lady was not fit enough for, and Lady had a tough time. You got to think about your dog and what hike is right for that dog.
Exactly. You got to know your dog's experience level, their comfort level. A lot of times the dogs that have, that they have a lot of fur, they might not be able to make it. There are a lot of factors at play, including the temperature, obviously, right? Anything over 90 is going to be very, very dangerous for them. So you got to make sure that you do your research in advance and that you take it slow initially, particularly if they're brand new to the hiking experience. This little guy, super high energy, so he should make it.
Dexter could but we should say Dexter is available. He's about 1.5 years old. He has a ton of energy, but he's so sweet, and he's really well behaved, and he's just done a great job this morning. So
he would make a great hiking partner for a very active family as well.
Okay, that's good to know. So if you guys are a hiking family and you think you might want a dog, Dexter's available. What are some hazards that people might not think about on their adventures?
Well, I think the desert plants are hazards. Animals are very, very curious. You want to make sure that you keep them away from the cacti, for example. Obviously rattlesnakes, but those are usually, you want to make sure that you stay on the trails so that you avoid any of the flora and the fauna. And then I think the biggest concern is temperature, right? Is that for us, we think 90 is not that bad, but for the pups, that's going to be dangerous. So
that is really good to know. 90, if you live in Arizona, you're like, meh, I'm fine. I might even have my puffy vest on. But if you're with a dog, 90 is where you really got to consider that a dog could overheat.
Absolutely. And then a good rule of thumb, every time I stop for water, I offer them water as well. So
if you're drinking, as my grandma used to always say, you feed the dog before people, and you give the dog water before, because they can't always do that for themselves.
Exactly, and they'll let you know if they want to drink, or if not, they'll pass.
Well, Dexter, available. Alessandra, Arizona Animal Welfare League, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Teresa.
And for all the great tips.